What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the comfort food series of Cook with Cartea. We're doing another recipe today, part of that comfort food series. So let me show y'all these ingredients of what we got going on right here in the front. We got our trimmed up, cleaned up chicken breast right here. We got some fresh vegetables. We got some carrots. We got some potatoes, white onions. We got some celery right here. We got that pie crust. And over here, we got these little pans right here. So today, we're gonna be making them chicken pot pies. Yeah, a real traditional comfort food recipe. We got a couple things that we gotta do. We're gonna go ahead and get that chicken in the oven first. We're gonna start that off. And we got a little prep that we gotta do too. So let's just go ahead and get into the recipe. We're gonna get the chicken seasoned up and we're gonna go ahead and throw it in the oven. So just get this going. We're gonna start with some oil. We're gonna throw some salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, which y'all know, you know what I'm saying, is our regular all-purpose seasoning. Throw a little smoked paprika. Oven preheated, 425. We just gonna throw the chicken breast in the oven. Quicker way to cook it, you know, you can make it however you want. Air fryer, you can make it on the skillet if you want to. But, you know, with this recipe, we just gonna go ahead and throw it in the oven. You know, it's easier once we throw it in the oven. It's gonna cook perfect, and, you know, given everything else we gotta do, we don't have to worry about our chicken until it come out. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get this in there. Like I said, oven 425. We're gonna leave it in there for about maybe like 30 minutes, you know, and just check on it as we go. As y'all can see, we do got a few vegetables. We got some carrots, we got some celery, got some white onions, and then we got some potatoes too. These potatoes for the pot pie recipe, I kind of like, you know, the consistency, you know, the texture, you know, just having something extra in there for the pot pies. But, you know, it's optional. You don't have to do the potatoes if you don't want to. So we got these vegetables right here. Got a little bit of prep work to do, as y'all can see. But like I said, while we got that chicken in there, you know, we got stuff that we could be doing. So we're going to go ahead and get this prep done real quick, get these vegetables chopped up, and we're going to go ahead and get cooking after that. Y'all see we did our prep work, got that done out the way. Got the potatoes, onions, carrots, celery all chopped up. Chicken just came out the oven. Like I said, we had it 425, left it in there about 25-30 minutes. Depending on how many pieces of chicken breast you got or how, you know, big your chicken breast is, it might vary. So make sure you temp that chicken. You want that chicken to be 160, 165 for sure. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and make that filling for the pot pie. So let's get into that. All right, so as y'all can see, first thing we're gonna start with some butter. Right now we're gonna start on about a low medium heat, and then we're gonna let this butter melt down a little bit. And then the first thing we're gonna throw in there is the potatoes. Like I said, the potatoes is optional. So let's say you wasn't doing the potatoes, then you're just gonna start with throwing all your vegetables in pretty much at one time. But I'm gonna throw the potatoes in there because I want those to cook down a little bit, because the potatoes is going to take, you know, obviously a little bit longer than the rest of the vegetables. So I just want those to cook down just a little bit, get a head start, and, you know, get kind of tender just a little bit before we add everything else in there. Let's go ahead and get these in here. It ain't too many times where we're gonna be on high heat. The highest heat that we're gonna get is probably about a medium high. But right now, like I said, low medium. We coming up to a medium heat right now, just trying to get these potatoes cooked down just a little bit before we put everything else in there. Next, what we're gonna do is we just gonna come in with the rest of our vegetables. Celery. Because of my serving size, I know I'm not gonna use all of this, so I'm not even gonna put all of it in there. Carrots. White onions. So all those onions in there though. Now all of this, since we got our vegetables in there, we're gonna let this cook down, get translucent, get that aroma and those flavors to come up out of those vegetables, those onions. While we got all our vegetables in there, I'm gonna make a little pit in the middle, throw a little bit of oil in there, just a little bit, a little splash. And I'm gonna come in with some garlic paste. You could use minced garlic or you could use fresh garlic too. You know, if you wanna roast some garlic, you could do that too. Let that flavor come up out of there. Let it blend, mix in. It's just gonna amplify our flavor. We're gonna be smelling real good in a minute as we keep cooking down. All right, so we got a pretty good cook on these vegetables, this mix right here. Now y'all see, you know, at the bottom, y'all got this stuff stuck at the bottom of the pan. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna come a little white wine. Yeah, you could use white wine or you could just use chicken broth, but we're gonna use chicken broth anyway. Come with a little white wine. Deglaze the bottom of that pan, and then we're just gonna let that cook off. Let the wine cook out of there. It's gonna add a real good amount of flavor. We're gonna go ahead and add our seasonings to the party. So we're gonna add some dry sage, dry thyme, smoked paprika, and then some salt and pepper. Get that mixed in. Next thing we're gonna do, come in about a tablespoon of flour. And the goal here is to pretty much get everything, you know, dried up. It's gonna look sandy and, you know, a little mushy, but that's all right, because that's what we want. Because y'all gonna see what we do after this. So get that flour in there. Like I said, about a tablespoon. I mean, I might add some more if I have to, but I don't think I will. And we're gonna cook that, just get that flour cooked down. So then, you know, after that, get it mixed in. Just start adding your chicken broth in there. The key is you're gonna add it slow. You don't wanna add it all at once because then it's gonna start clumping up and that's not what you want. So, you know, just add it slow. Just keep mixing and keep adding. You got that crust flavor, you know, stick it to the bottom of the pan. You know, that broth is gonna pick it up, so don't even worry about that. So we coming down from that now, and we coming down to a medium, and then eventually we gonna get to a low medium so that we can, you know, pretty much let everything simmer off. You wanna kinda get that thick consistency, so that's what that flour is for. It's almost, you know, it's pretty much similar to making a roux. This is not chicken pot pie texture, as y'all can see. You know, so we still gonna thicken it up a little bit more. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come with a little slurry, which is, you know, some warm water and some cornstarch. And then we just gonna add that in there. That's gonna help thicken it up. Get it to that consistency that we wanna get it to. Y'all already see, you know, it's activating fast, so, you know, you wanna stir. Like I said, you know, we on a low medium right now. We got some bubbling going on. We're gonna get it to a simmer eventually. You may not have to use all of the slurry, depending on how much you got. Just, you know, add a little bit at a time, mix it in, see what your consistency looking like. Mind you, when the heat come down, you kill the heat, it's gonna thicken up just a little bit more by itself. So just keep that in mind too. Once we get to this point, I'm gonna throw some heavy cream in there. For right now, and just get that mixed in. You should be at a low medium to, you know, a low simmer. We just, you know, letting everything finish off. We cooking off the heavy cream, getting that mixed in there. And then one of the last things that I'm gonna add to this mix is I'm gonna add some W sauce, a little Worcestershire. What that W sauce is gonna do is gonna add a little richness. And it's gonna add some flavor, of course. It's gonna enhance it. Yeah, I can instantly smell it. It's gonna wake up those flavors, wake up everything that we got going on right here. Try not to make a mess, because it seems like with this recipe, I've been making a mess the whole time. Shit splashing all over the place. All types of shit. Shit falling over the top. No, we did not forget about that chicken. You know, we let it rest while we was doing this. Even when you pull it out the oven, you know, you want to let it rest a little bit anyway, but you know. So let's go ahead and get our chicken chopped up. Look at that right there. Yeah. That's a good piece of chicken right there. I'm gonna get a little bite. Yeah, I'm gonna cube them up just like this. And then we're gonna throw them in there just like that. Chicken, get that in there. We came from a low simmer. We pretty much killed the heat because, you know, we done cooking our mix. So we just gonna get that chicken in there, let those flavors of the chicken settle with the rest of what we got going on in our mix. Like I said, you know, when you kill that heat, that sauce is just gonna thicken up just a little bit more when you get the heat up off of there. All right, so y'all see right here, we got our, you know, pans. Pretty traditional, you know what I'm saying, the pot pie type of pans. If y'all can't find them, look, I got these from the Dollar Tree. They're a little flimsy, but I mean, these gonna work. So yeah, we gonna go ahead and fill these up. And I'm not gonna put a crust at the bottom. I'm just gonna put a crust at the top, but I mean, if you wanna put a bottom crust on there, that's cool. Got our pot pies off to the side. I just combine them into two because you want the filling to come all the way to the top to let, you know, you want that crust to, you know, rest evenly on there. So speaking of crust, we got over here, we just got a pie crust over here. You can make your own dough if you want to, but you know, you don't have to. To be honest, you know, this is an easier method just to use a pie crust, and this will work just fine. Traditionally, you know, pot pie, you could just throw the flat surface up there, but we're gonna get a little fancy today. This is what I was going for. I don't know if y'all could kind of see like those little, like those ridges. That's what I was going for though. So that's, you know, that's just me being a little extra, little fancy with it, you know, because this is this presentation right here. So if y'all wanted to do this thing, I'm gonna just show y'all, you know, see y'all got these little ridges right here. Take that serrated knife. And then what you want to do is, you know, you went through the dough, but you know, I'll rock it back and forth just a little bit to kind of make those imprints. And like I said, since we went through the dough, you're going to make those, once you peel it, you're going to make kind of like those ribs right there. This is the last finishing touches pretty much. We're going to go ahead and put that crust at the top. We got the oven preheated, 350 degrees. So that's already good. Get you a little, one egg, get a little egg wash. Show y'all what we do with that in a minute. So on the edges, no matter what kind of container you use on the edges, throw some butter on the edges, on that rim right there. We're gonna throw them on here just like this. And then just kind of make sure that you know that they folded over. Each piece that you put on, just, you know, brush it with some egg wash. All right, y'all, so before we put them in the oven, that's our pot pies right here. Throw a little pepper, a little parsley on there. So what you want to do is when you do your pattern, even if you do a flat surface, poke a few holes in there because you want that steam, you want that ventilation to be able to get through there. So like I said, oven preheated 350. We're gonna throw it in there about 20-25 minutes until it get, you know, that golden light brown color at the top. So yeah, see y'all when we're done. All right, y'all, so here, our pot pie, finished product. We left it in the oven for about 30-35 minutes because I wanted to get that crust you see at the top. I wanted to get that nice color. And yeah, y'all hear that. All right, y'all, so y'all seen end results of that pot pie. So, if it's cool with y'all like it's cool with me, let's go ahead and get a taste. Let me mention though, I did let it rest a little bit. I probably still let it rest a little bit more because it's still piping hot, as y'all seen that smoke coming up out of there. So y'all be careful with that, because you don't want to burn your mouth up. So yeah, but let's go ahead and get a taste test. I'm good for real. All right, y'all, so we here. Yet again, another comfort food series recipe is complete. We made that chicken pot pie today. Now you can put your own twist on it, you know, however you want to do it. Add a couple more things in there, a couple more vegetables, different type of chicken. You can add turkey, you know what I'm saying, however you want to do it. But make sure y'all try this recipe. It's good, won't let you down, make you feel good, you know what I'm saying, it's cold outside. So like always, I thank y'all and I appreciate y'all for tuning in and cooking with me. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what we making next. Look, yet again, it's another comfort food series, Cook with Cartea recipe. Make sure y'all stay tuned, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.